Hey there everyone, thanks for coming back. I just wanted to discuss something real quick, and it's about the height of crochet stitches, because it's good to know, so that way when you're reading a pattern you kind of understand why they're doing what they're doing. What happens is when you start understanding, soon you can start actually writing your own patterns. Things become familiar to you and you kind of see a method to their madness as you go along. It becomes more intuitive. So I'm going to throw a couple stitches on here in progression of height, and it's the ones that you will see most often. So we're going to start with a slip stitch. A slip stitch is where you go straight in, yarn over, oopsie, check that out, okay. So for the slip stitch, we yarn over and we pull through both loops on the hook. It doesn't add height, and it's usually used to join things. Now the next stitch in height would be a single crochet, which is where we go in, pull up a loop, pull through two. Now the height of a single crochet is one chain. So if you're doing something just single crochets and you want to know how many to chain at the edge of a row before turning, it's one. The reason I'm doing this is just to explain that, so that way, for instance, something that's great to do, if you wanted to do a whole piece in single crochet, you could come back and cross stitch onto it and make a blanket, an elaborate cross stitch blanket over it. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to do a half double. That's the next taller stitch. The height of a half double is 2. For that, you yarn over, we go into the stitch, we pull up a loop, then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. So if you were wanting to do a project or a row in half double crochet, you chain 2 at the beginning of the row. Now for a double, that's the next taller stitch, you yarn over 1 still, you go into the next stitch, you yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is basically how we see all the other stitches from here on out. The only difference is how many times we yarn over. The next taller stitch is the treble, where we yarn over twice, then go into the stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2. Basically, as you get taller, you just add a yarn over at the beginning, and then you just continue to yarn over, pull through 2s till you run out of 2s. Okay, and this next one would be a treble. Treble, treble, triple. So we yarn over 3 times, we go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And usually the taller stitches I tend to see in more work like doilies, but that is the progression of the stitches. I just wanted to have these down and documented. I'll try to do a cheat sheet soon of the height of the stitches and the basic description written out of each stitch, just so you have it if you wish in your beginning. But something to be aware of is that the stitches that I'm giving you and showing you how to do it, this is the American version. Now when you get into the European ones, they're offset. So in the European ones, for instance, a slip stitch is actually a single crochet. So everything is offset. So the beginning of crochet books will usually tell you the difference between the stitches, European versus American. So just be aware of that, but that is how you do the stitches. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.